The Akara Seller's Story Episode 3. By the time Grace clocked 60, the years of suffering had carved deep lines across her face. Her hands, hardened and darkened by smoke and hot oil, trembled whenever she lifted her frying pan. The once lively Akara stand had grown quieter. Many of her loyal customers had either died, moved to the city, or found newer sellers. Younger women in the village had started frying akara too, with modern stoves and clean aprons, while Grace still bent over her smoky firewood stove. Her daughter Esther was now a young mother of 2 children. After her first child, she had another for a different man who also denied responsibility. She lived in the same hut with Grace, but the bond between mother and daughter was strained. Many times, Esther blamed her mother for her misfortune, saying, "If you had money to send me to school, maybe I would not be like this. Maybe I would not be a single mother like you." Those words cut into Grace's heart like a blade, but she never replied. She only wept in silence, wondering if life had truly been cast against her family. David, her firstborn, never returned from Lagos. The stories about him grew darker. Some said he had joined a gang of area boys, others swore he had been killed during a street fight. Grace never knew which to believe. She would sometimes stare at the road leading out of Umude, hoping to see him return one day. But years passed, and her hope became only a painful habit. Her health began to fail. The constant smoke had damaged her lungs. She coughed violently at night. Her eyesight weakened, making it difficult to sort stones from beans. Yet, she refused to stop selling akara. "If I stop, how will these children eat?" she would whisper to herself whenever Esther's children cried from hunger. The villagers still knew her as Mama Akara, but pity had replaced respect. They gave her small coins, not because they loved her akara, but because they pitied her condition. Some even laughed behind her back, calling her the woman who suffered till old age. One rainy night, her sickness worsened. Grace lay on her mat, coughing, her body shaking. Esther sat by her, holding a lamp, her face tired and bitter. Grace's voice was weak, yet heavy with sorrow. "Esther, my child, forgive me. Life was not kind to me, and it has not been kind to you. But promise me, don't let your children grow like this. Find a way, even if you must beg, send them to school. Let this suffering end with me." Esther, for the first time in years, began to cry. She held her mother's frail hands and nodded. By dawn, the fire at the akara stand did not burn. For the first time in nearly 30 years, there was no sizzling sound by the roadside in Umude. Grace had breathed her last in the night. The village gathered, not in shock, but in quiet murmurs. At last, her suffering has ended, some said. She tried, that woman tried, others added. Yet, very few wept for her, because her story had become too familiar, a poor widow who lived and died in struggle. Her burial was simple. No fine clothes, no loud music. Just Esther, her 2 children, and a few neighbors who helped dig the grave. As they lowered Grace's body into the earth, Esther wept bitterly, realizing that her mother's entire life had been consumed by fire, smoke, poverty, and pain. And so, Mama Akara was gone. The village forgot her quickly, life moved on. Only the faint memory of a tired woman bending over a smoky fire remained, whispered sometimes by the roadside. She was the akara seller who never escaped her suffering. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, share and follow me for more stories. Bye for now.